How you doing? How you doing? And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy. We're back. I know we took a couple-day break. We finally finished the majority of all that side work, all that tile, literally half this house. I swear to God. Um, Finished that on Friday. Took the weekend to just kind of rest and relax and be dead for a little bit. Just a nice little mini break. It was nice. I literally had to force myself to do it. Uh, oh, it's always relaxing when you have to force yourself to relax. That is just the quality stuff. But one of the things that I've been doing while I've been laid up, because this patch, I think, came out that night, or maybe it came out Thursday at some point when I wasn't paying attention. But for a game that's been around for 6 years, almost any popular game out today should be like taking notes on what content in an update means. We not only got two brand new dungeons that go all the way up to B10. The original Giants, Dragons, and Necropolis have all been up to B12. And they're not insane. Like, I'll show you what team I'm running right now. It doesn't have 100% success rate. They get a little bullied in there. But all the B12 dungeons drop 6-star runes guaranteed. Doesn't mean they're amazing. I've seen so many blue 6 stars where I'm like, you had so much potential. Get that resistance out of here, and I love you. But that's not the world that we get to live in. So and there's a new dimensional boss which I can't even do. I have never and will never claim to be an amazing expert game player in this game. I've been playing it for 5 years. That does not mean that I am just a resource of super knowledge from all of my experience. I played the game for 5 years because I've loved the game. Not because we're great, but the just amount of stuff in this patch is absolutely insane. That is... I feel like I kind of want to call out Raid, because that's a game where, like, maybe you'll get one thing in a patch. It's gonna be broken, but like maybe you'll get one thing. And this was, oh, we got super bullied. Oh, this was just a lot of stuff. We're not gonna run that back. But I think I have about a like 2-minute team or so on that. I don't know if this is working yet, because it wasn't yet. Yeah. I hope you start working soon. But one of the other big things that they added with the 2 new dungeons is artifacts. And they're all right. I don't have amazing artifacts yet, but they're interesting. Let's take a look at some of the things that we're getting on them as like abilities, because each one of them are we've got basically types on the left side, and then essentially your element is on the left side, and then your, like, if you're support, if you're a defense monster, that stuff's on the right side. So the artifacts themselves are kind of interesting. It's definitely I never really saw them, adding too much to this rune system, because it's gotten built up a lot over the years. It's in a pretty decent place. But some of these are just nutty. I think I have a like win one that's no. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, maybe I put it on somebody. I did have a legendary artifact, but like, these are, some of them definitely don't match very well. So just like regular runes, you will get a lot of trash artifacts. They don't always complement each other, but it's a very interesting thing for them to, put into the game. 6 years running. It's one of the reasons that I love Summoner's Wars, and one of the reasons that I've stayed with it over the years is just the fact that they've never had any giant game controversy that just, ruins the game community or completely breaks things and allows the company to, seriously exploit paywalls. Like, it's the most fair gacha game in my opinion, and I might fight someone over that. But I've also played so many bad ones that I might be jaded on that, so I'm sure there's some amazing game out there where there's no monetary transactions whatsoever on phones, and it is the true king and the most honest. But for right now, I'm pretty happy with rocking this as my most honest. And I don't think they have anything yet for. See, if I wanted to see the ones that I had on somebody, I would probably have to go find them. Let's see who I put that on, because I think it would have been, yeah, one of the twins. So I mean, these aren't absolutely awful. Could this be a much better, more optimized artifact? Oh yeah. Could have rolled a lot more into crushing hit damage. Could have rolled a lot more into additional damage by HP. That is insane. There's a couple of people that I want that on. Like, I just finished building our boy here, and I would love to have some HP scaling a damage thing on him. That would be So it's despite it being a pretty old game, still a great time to get into it, because this game has showed no signs of dying anytime soon, and updates like this are yeah, it's pretty positive. Let's take a look at one of the new dungeons too, so you can kind of see. Biggest thing that I will stress for this guy is you absolutely need block debuffs to get above like B5. Like, there's just no getting around that whatsoever. And I don't know, they did a lot of things that I really appreciate in this patch. I do like the new animations a little bit. I kind of wish that they could have done, you know, a little bit of reskinning on some of the old dungeons and update some of those guys to make them more match what these new dungeons look like, because they're pretty startlingly different. But, you know, that's, I feel like, asking for a whole lot. Like, oh, you're repainting some rooms? Okay, let's do the new house and also put in new floors. What? No. But, you know, there's still so many games. What's in the new patch? Something you can buy. Oh. Man, we kind of need that guy. We might still win. It might take a minute. Oh Lord. But yeah, I swear I've done these new dungeons. One of the reasons that I'm not also sweating the fact that we've gotten bullied in here a little bit, we'll just do B9 real quick so you can see the boss itself, is, again, I've equipped 2 artifacts so far, and I've been farming it off and on for 2 days, so, like, it's about the same rates you're getting good runes. And also, one of the things that like, you can buy packs for gear in this game, but the chance of gear being bad is so very high that you would almost have to spend a crazy amount of money to really have a strong edge of getting a bunch of crazy stuff. So I appreciate that. And if you're not familiar with the game, this is not one of those gachas where you get bullied by the people that are spending money. If you're one of my Dragon Roger people, yeah, you know when you see a whale. In this game, you won't ever see a whale. Those guys are so far high up in the arena ranking or in Guild Wars that's just not a thing you have to worry about whatsoever. And I really like that. There's also, you know, I'm sure someone could start playing the game right now and fight their way to the top. They're fighting against people that have farmed almost every day for, you know, in some cases, the whole 5-6 years. But yeah, yeah, maybe sure you could be number one, boo. So this is definitely not a game that I play to be super competitive, though I do enjoy Arena. I've actually enjoyed Arena a whole lot this last time coming around to play because I've finally started getting some decent monsters that have good potential in PvP. Still need the runes for them to be able to like go fast enough to matter in PvP, but you know, that's a whole other problem. There we go. Chiwu sometimes takes a very long time to do his A2 and put block debuffs on there, and that is so essential. So essential. Once that's on there, the boss actually starts dying. Otherwise, he gets a shield that's put on him every time the shield is dropped. So it's a little gross. I'm still working on a team for Punisher's Crypt. That's yeah, I think we're on B6 over there. I have all of my monsters right now that have like some of my best runes all have attack bar down skills on them, and that boss, if you use attack bar down, the boss basically instantly gets a free turn. So that's completely against my meta, and it's gonna be a little while before we have a counter for that. Thinking about building that wind vampire, just a little bit. It's another thing with this game, if you're not super familiar with it. All the fusion monsters are incredibly strong and actually usable to like everything that you need to essentially, you know, clear all the high level dungeons and be able to beat TOA 100 or normal 100. You can do with monsters that are 100% free to play. And that's another thing that a lot of games can't do. Raid, Shadow Legends, absolutely not. You cannot, with any farmable characters, clear the very last dungeons. Like, you absolutely have to pull some really strong and meta monsters in that game to be even able to get to the end dungeons where you're trying to get good gear. This game, you can get that honestly. Like, it's not hard. All those monsters are super easy to get. So again, one of the most honest gacha games of all time. We got a water artifact. How we doing? How we doing? Damage dealt on wind. Yeah, that's what you want on your water, guys. Not damage dealt on fire. You don't want, like, you know, extra percentage damage doing there. No. You want to have that stuff with wind. I guess that wouldn't be bad for the water Ifrit, Thea Mars. But, yeah. Oh, but we take more damage from water. Like I said, really high chance to get a lot of trash artifacts. Oh, gotta love that. Oop, didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that. Now that's just wasted energy. Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else that I can really say to be like, man, this is one of the best ways you could be wasting your time right now. But honestly, guys, this is one of the best ways you could be wasting your time right now. This is a if I've been coming back to this game over 5 years, probably something there. And the fact that there's been so many games that have tried to copy what they do and have completely died out within a year or so. It's one of the things that burns me out from time to time with trying new games. Is just that a lot of them sink, a lot of them don't have any longevity, and this has been going strong for so very long at this point. So I think that's I mean, we can look at this, but you just gonna be watching your boy die. We'll be honest about that right now. But there's some really interesting stuff in these fights, so I can usually make it about to the mid boss, I want to say it is. Yeah. I feel like I need to switch out one of my DPS on this team for another healer to be able to have a chance to go farther. They want you to essentially manual this for the most part, and it's difficult enough that, like, if they don't, yeah, I'm already pausing it to hopefully try and get the stun on, please don't go. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna need you guys just calm down a little bit. Just a little baby bit. Please kill. Dear Lord. Alright. Really want to wait until defense break is up before I use that brand. It's just completely prevent you from getting a turn. How does that sound? Beautiful, beautiful. Whew! It's like, oh my god, he stunned everybody. We're doing okay. Immediately gets murdered. Oh. Excuse me. Sorry, I had hope for a moment. Silly me. Alright, so we'll at least be able to kill this guy, and you'll kind of see the two bosses that you fight after this wave. But, like, this is, you know, how hard that this content is. It's definitely not easy. Could really use a defense break on one of these guys. That would be super, super great. They're probably going to clear it off in a second. Can we delay? Can we delay? Okay. I believed that was going to kill. We should still be able to get him with Bernard. Let's try and keep that guy from going. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Get resistance up on everybody, because I don't want any bad defense breaks. Like, when they say you should probably be soloing this, or manualing this, I ain't playing. I ain't playing. Also may notice that we're doing just a ridiculous amount of damage compared to what we should be doing. They increased the stats in here by a lot. A lot. I'd have to check the patch notes to see the exact amount, but it's oodles and boodles. Okay, so these two fun guys, you literally have to kill at the same time. I am taking that on word from other people because I have yet to get... I've gotten close, and then when they were both very near death, I didn't have an AoE hit to drop them both at the same time. And I was like, oh, maybe, it, you know, as long as I do it within like a turn or so and it sees that they're both about to die, everything will be fine. It wasn't. It wasn't. That was not how that went at all. Hopefully we can get the brand on this dude, and then we have to go back to trying to focus on him. There we go. There we go. So it's going to drop in like 2 seconds. Attack break on him. Okay. Okay. We'll just work a little bit more damage on this guy. Alright, alright, and defense break back up on him. Let's just keep trying to level them out. The only person that has AoE is is one guy. Yeah, this is probably why this is not working. Be half tempted to try it with the twins, but I don't know if I believe we could pull that off. Go ahead and keep you from dying, because you are essential to this working out. Alright, alright. Close enough that I feel comfortable doing that. That's unfortunate. Yeah, this mode is no joke, but you're only really supposed to clear it once a month, and the rewards from it are pretty sweet. But again, this is something that they included along with not only 2 other dungeons, but 2 other levels to all the existing dungeons that you farm for gear. That is a crazy, crazy big patch. But I appreciate you guys. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there. And we're going to just kind of do some random content. I tried to record some VR stuff, but there were some technical issues with that recording, so we're going to have to try and revisit that. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by today. You're going to have to catch more in the next one, because we out of here. Deuces.